In the video game world, cheating has gone above and beyond the old days of entering a code and getting unlimited lives. Because of the competitive nature of online gaming like Fortnite Battle Royale, players are prone to use hacks, bots, and streaming tricks to get a W. And even some pros have cheated. Now, before we begin, subscribe to TheGamer and ring that bell to join our notification squad so you never miss a video. Without further ado, here are some Fortnite pro streamers who got caught cheating. Fall skirmish cheating. Fortnite's crazy popularity has led to some huge events, but nothing is more anticipated than their seasonal skirmish tournaments. Some of the best players from all over the world gather together in a huge Fortnite battle with a whole lot of money on the line. And no, we're not talking about V-Bucks. We're talking about cold hard cash. For many streamers, winning in events like this is how they make a living and afford to continue making Fortnite a part of their 9-to-5 routine. Unfortunately, for some players, the fall skirmish may be their last skirmish, as Epic Games revealed they won't tolerate cheating in any way, shape, or form. As part of these skirmish events, it's not uncommon for sponsored teams to grow and build up rosters of popular streamers. One of these teams is known as the Bush Bandits. Players Funk Bomb, featured in this clip, and Nate Hill were teaming up in a duos competition. For Funk Bomb, getting eliminated from the competition led him on a curious adventure that ultimately resulted in some cheating. He decided to reveal to the world through his Twitch stream. After Funk Bomb bit the dust, he had to go back to the lobby in his game window, but that didn't stop him from loading a Twitch window to view other content. While watching Nate Hill fight for survival, he spotted some enemies coming his way and decided to give out directions and tips. Big mistake there, pal. He even had the nerve to say, "This is probably cheating." And despite trying to delete the Twitch stream, the feed was captured and published as they both were kicked out of the skirmish. Not a team player. Back in the early days of squads, the game felt like the Wild West. Maps were not as crowded with things, players were still getting used to the game, and flying bullets could easily kill anyone in your path. Long before the must-needed patches, players could actually shoot and kill their own squad teammates and sabotage the game. Of course, Fortnite released a statement saying this isn't allowed and would be considered cheating, but some players decided to laugh in the face of Epic Games and defy their orders. One of these players was Alex Ramey Gaming. In just one instance of many, Alex Ramey Gaming used his mic skills to try to get his teammates to trust him and even ask for some of their weapons. While they all traveled in a pack, Alex Ramey Gaming showcased the ultimate form of sabotage when he turned his shotgun on his partners and blasted them away. The cruel move was unnecessary and one of the main reasons why Fortnite put in a new game update to prevent this from happening. It turned out Alex Ramey Gaming was a multi-time offender, killing off squad teammates all the time. One of the saddest parts of this example was that one of his teammates was just an 11-year-old boy. Imagine the trust issues he's creating in that young mind. Thankfully, Epic Games became the true hero in the story, banning the bully and preventing Alex Ramey Gaming from ever sabotaging squads again. Alex Ramey Gaming got the boot, and he should have stuck with the solo rounds instead. No one wants to play with a traitor, betrayer, and cheater like this. Banned for kindness. While it's normal to help out teammates in squads or duos, there are times in solo mode where you might not feel like the ruthless killer you're supposed to be. You may let some poor noob go or simply walk away as someone desperately tries to build a one-on-one fort or a hideout. Unfortunately, Epic Games doesn't see some of these friendly actions as pure kindness. Some of these gestures are considered cheating, and Fortnite pro fragging with Zacubus found this out the hard way. Zacubus was part of a major Fortnite tournament event where players and teammates sat near each other. At one point during a solo battle, Zacubus comes across a familiar looking player in a Skull Trooper skin. Clearly seeing his friend's screen and stream, he avoids him and even verbally acknowledges the presence of his pal. Well, that was a huge mistake. Saving his friend's life cost him his own, as a few minutes later, the ban hammer came crashing down, ending Zacubus' time in the tournament and getting him into a whole lot of trouble. A battle royale is a battle royale, and Zacubus made a huge mistake by letting another player go. While the cheat may not seem like the craziest thing, tag teaming in solos is one of the more common ways to get away with cheating without using hacks or bots. When tournament status and money is on the line, players need to play as clean of a game as possible, even if it means destroying your friends in order to advance. Thankfully, he got a second chance and is back in the game. For now, those 3 pros were the biggest cases we could find, but we also discovered more crazy stories about cheaters as well that we just had to tell you about. They're not pros, but they're still noteworthy, and make sure to stick around until the end of the video for the craziest story of them all. We saved the most insane entry for last. The cheater loses. The worst part about watching a cheater play Fortnite is seeing their pompous victory celebration after unfairly earning a victory royale. For once, it'd be nice to see a video where the cheater gets theirs and is eliminated from the match. Oh, wait, we have that? After popular Twitch streamer Loya was eliminated from the match, she had to watch the cheater who did her wrong, and boy was she in for a treat. The cheater obviously wasn't very good with the aimbot, as they scrambled around, tried to build, and couldn't truly handle the pressure of the storm closing in. Despite having the ability to take on the perfect shot, the player succumbs to the pressure and gets killed by a rocket launcher. Maybe they should have installed more cheats so they couldn't take any damage. As Neutron Linane is declared the winner, they naturally go into a digital dance celebration, and Loya cannot help but join in. Maybe the cheater learned their lesson, but in the most likely scenario, they hopped right into another battle and used the same cheating tactics to try and win. Hopefully, another rocket launcher got the best of them, and Epic Games took control to ban them for good. Speaking of aimbot, don't forget to stick around until the final entry to see how one cheater got caught red-handed at a huge Fortnite tournament. Shadow Stone Cheater. With every new season of Fortnite comes a bunch of changes. It often feels like Epic Games tosses these changes in, sees how they work, and then makes adjustments as needed. We're practically treated like beta testers until new patches are applied on a nearly weekly basis. One major change that was exploited on the first day of Season 6 were the Shadow Stones. The crazy power-ups gave players massive advantages, including the ability to turn invisible for 45 seconds. The only time we should turn into ghosts during Fortnite is when we get killed, but the creators tried to stick with a Halloween theme and things got a little out of hand. Many players took advantage of the new Shadow Stone, and YouTuber Doug Parkinson was quick to catch a cheater while playing. Through the replay mode, Doug was able to follow the journey of Quam Jackson, and he used the Shadow Stone in all the wrong ways. After turning invisible, the player was still able to use guns, knock off enemies, and travel around freely. He was no Casper the Friendly Ghost, that's for sure. As the floating gun traveled through levels, he showed no mercy on opponents and pretty much taunted them with each kill. The sad part comes right at the end with just one opponent left. As the enemy awaits the one-on-one showdown, Quam Jackson sneaks into his hideout, sets a damage trap, and watches as the stuck opponent gets spiked to death. A cruel move on the part of the cheater, and he'll never get called out for cheating because it was most likely due to the Shadow Stone glitch that Epic Games worked on fixing right away. Pre-Playground Mode. As Playground Mode got added and expanded in Fortnite, players have learned all different ways to create mini-games, build fun structures, and mess around with the environment. Long before Playground Mode debuted, the closest thing we had were random swing sets and basketball courts inserted into the game. Apparently, these items were just for show at first, because when YouTube player Premises decides to trespass on the premises, well, he and his duo partner get a little more than they bargained for. While one player swings wildly on the tire swing, the other watches in amusement. Clearly, this actual playground had a few glitches as they float up in the air and get spun around as the swing moves and the glitch goes crazy. Then, in a matter of moments, both players are eliminated from the match as the ban hammer strikes down and Fortnite boots them from the game. What's the problem with a little playground fun, Epic? Well, nothing really, but the crazy glitches and high-flying action made it seem like they were using some sort of hack to travel around. Talk about playground bullying. Fortnite obviously reversed their actions, but Premises probably lost several hours of potential playing time before the ban was struck. With Playground Mode now in effect, don't expect bans like this to happen again, unless of course, there's another crazy glitch players have to deal with. At least, Premises has a funny story to tell, and false bans often result in some free V-Bucks. So hopefully, Epic Games threw a little change their way once the wrongful ban was lifted. Catching an aimbot. Nick Merckx is one of the more popular pros when it comes to Fortnite. He has millions of views and even hosts his own tournaments. But don't worry, Nick Merckx wasn't the one cheating in this video. To see an actual pro cheating, stick around for the next entry and get blown away from the simple, cheeky tactic he used to try and win a Fortnite tournament. Anyway, Nick Merckx loves playing rounds of Fortnite, but when he was shot out of the sky with just 3 bullets, he felt like something suspicious was going on. And he was right. While following around an anonymous player, he discovered how accurate their aim was during a battle. At first, Nick Merckx was a little skeptical about hackers and cheaters on Fortnite, but a few kills later, things became more clear. His opponent was clearly using an aimbot. Even better than seeing the footage was watching Nick Merckx's wide-eyed reactions to each kill. He gets flabbergasted and has a loss for words at how blatant the cheating is. Once he gets the ability to compose himself, he gets the chance to report the player and discovers their name, Slim Shady. Well, there was something definitely shady going on there, and hopefully Epic Games does something about it. It's always fun to see pros catch these cheaters and help clean up the game they help make so popular. Subbing in. Imagine being a huge Fortnite pro player, garnering all types of viewers and followers, only to secretly allow others to use your account just so one of your buddies could go and play with some other pros. Well, when it's part of a big tournament, it's probably not the best idea. A player known as Colossal is Crazy was placed into the losers bracket of a Keemstar Fortnite tournament and felt like the rest of the games weren't worth his time. This is when he handed the board and the mouse over to his friend, who was impressively able to go after other Fortnite pros like Myth and Nadeshot. Twitter user Grande captured all the action and the confrontation when the tournament namesake Keemstar decided to give Colossal a call while streaming everything live. Just a minute or so into the call, Colossal admitted to his plan and was literally called out live on the stream. Because of the false pretenses and player replacement, Colossal was permanently banned from the tournament, and Myth and Nade got the opportunity to move on through the rest of the bracket. While other professional sports like football and basketball are well known for substituting players, this type of action isn't permitted in the world of Fortnite. Whether he was in the losers bracket or not, Colossal is Crazy truly showcased some crazy actions by allowing his friend to sub in for him. Considering how well his friend actually did, maybe he should earn a shot at playing in one of the future Keemstar tournaments. For others out there, this story of getting banned is a good excuse to keep playing and not hand off a controller to a sibling. There you have it. What player deserved the ban the most? Are there any Fortnite bans that we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to TheGamer for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.